Hey there, everybody. Getting season 43 of the league started off early here with a match against drsteelhammer, who is one of our competitors from promoting from B this season, along with NA Smith 99 yet again. So this board has a lack of village effects. Has some, I mean, it basically to me points to buying platinum and buying colonies. You could do some tactician stuff, I suppose, but the question here is whether you want to use fool's gold to get to some platinum or not. I think is a question to me. I mean, it's also not unreasonable to have like a warehouse to try and play your bounty hunter a little bit quicker in the opening. Warehouse actually looks fairly decent on this board. I don't know that it's the opening, but let's see if we find the bounty hunter. It looks like, okay, they're just clicking slowly. I was gonna say it looks like they didn't because you just click it. Wild hunt's probably not particularly important. Oh wow. Okay. It's a pretty funny hand actually. Not the best hand. It'll be okay if we find the warehouse. I could scheme and there's a good chance that this has some sadness involved, but still pretty okay. Actually, it's still just a good turn. So I have 7. I think I just take another fool's gold. This is 8. Oh, whoops. Does he... For some reason, I thought that was 11. This was sad. I think the rest of these are... Not the rest of them, but almost all of them are fool's golds. We could get a platinum. This is unfortunate. It probably has colony again. There's not a lot we can do in that scenario. May want a province. It feels a little weird, but the hope is that you bounty hunter at some point, and then maybe it's not so bad. Not sure. It's actually kind of hard to get the money you need here. It's hard for me anyway. Well, after you play we'll probably get here if we do this, so there's some odds of not. Actually, I think it was impossible not to. Probably... Yeah, the problem now is they didn't have any issues hitting colony, so they'll get to it eventually, and then that'll be it. They have a fleet. That's interesting. I guess if you have less than 8, it makes sense. I mean, I can't really. I mean, they're gonna hit colony eventually. I don't really have a way of catching up. I don't know exactly what went wrong for me. I thought now it's just not letting me click the game has ended. I guess I'll refresh it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was just... I did have some kind of bad shuffles with the estates and the warehouses, but I don't know if that's the story or if just what I tried to do is really stupid. Player order. Unclear to me. I have to go back and look at the turns. Well, both players' turns. This is a doozy of a board. An open pawn vampire, I guess. I mean, there aren't actually that many fives that are super nice, but well, there aren't any fives that are super nice to game with vampire. This is gonna be a city quarter inventor, big explosive thing. How to get there. Blows away the sheep also helps out a lot. You can kind of split the difference between using your actions as gainers and some cash to be able to buy a city quarter. Canal doesn't look that great, right? I mean, you're kind of getting that interaction elsewhere here. Not that it's like, it's just hard to pay 7 coin on it when you probably want to throw that into a city quarter. Everything else on the board you can just gain. So I could try to, but let's just go with the sure thing. Second vampire isn't totally clear. Get a nice X. This is either like inventor already or just an exorcist. Myself, I don't know how much to do the exorcists versus can trash coppers with bats, I guess. This is either black market or cargo ship. I guess I'll try the black market. Just off this hand, cargo ship would have probably been a little better, but depends, of course, heavily on what we see in the market. Probably either. I mean, these could be good pulls if you have 5, but it's also maybe a little hard to pass. I'm not super in love with the den. Lurker is pretty nice, actually, of a pull. There aren't any actions here, so I can do card coin, though, I guess. It's kind of... Oh, wait, sorry. It wouldn't matter. It would matter a little bit, but... I could have, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to ask for that one. I just clicked the card action too fast, like an idiot, even after talking about it. Alright, so should we try and keep the estates, or is that kind of too much fancy? We're getting an exorcist hit anyway here. On the other hand, the other question is, was also a pretty nice hit. The other question is, do we get the village green this turn, or do we go ahead and get the inventor? This was a sad exorcist. Raw. Miserable is fine. For now, anyway. I mean, I guess it could matter, but... bit of a bad luck here. I'm ready. I've got sufficient trashing at this point. I am ready to buy city quarters, I believe. Do I want this shuffle to trigger? On the next turn? I guess probably. The city quarter should draw pretty well. The city quarter. I don't have money still, of course, but of course, if you don't find the city quarter, it makes it slightly harder. This was not a bad time for them to be diluted at all, or it was quite okay. I think we leave the city quarter. I don't think we draw on because actually I'm just using my exorcist to I want to pay one debt. This interface is always hard for me to play it without playing the all the coins. So this should either be another village green, or like a cargo ship. I think in the end, just a trashing lead is gonna do it for me. Certainly my hope. How many? If we can get to the other city, okay, here we are. We have 6. Would be good to buy a city quarter and set it aside. I don't know what my last couple cards are, to be honest. So yeah, one's the exorcist. So we could just sheep the black market to save us a view of the window of things we can't buy. We could sheep one of the inventors to do additional trashing as well. which seems pretty good to me, actually, to get the other trash in. Okay. Pay 6 debt. We buy a city quarter. We cargo ship it. 1 debt. Exorcist gain an estate. Trash 2. 1. So I don't. We may be able to win on this turn. It'll be kind of close. I think we're probably gonna end up action limited. Probably be our issue. Though, okay, well, now it'll definitely be action limited. But we won't necessarily. We do have a lot of pawns, which can be. I mean, what would be the empty? We could do. Well, we're not gonna have the money to do 4 city quarters. It'd have to be pawns, village, greens, inventory. And then buy a province, I guess. We can also, we don't have to rush this. To also, just to be clear, that's not we don't have to rush it either. Let's get a cargo ship. So we can set aside the city quarter we gain from the trash. Of course, we don't want to open up a pile out for them, but I don't think they have the overdraw at this stage. So they also don't have the pawns, right? I have a bunch of the pawns. They just don't have the gains yet. We don't need to play too fearful of that. Well, particularly if I do what I'm thinking about doing, we don't need to play fearful of it at all. This could go sadly, but it didn't, so. Yeah, we can three pile this turn. Now we have way more than sufficient overdraw, or possibly just province pile out. I'm not sure we had the gains for that, but yeah, we probably did. We had the buys. I keep forgetting the buys, and I didn't have debt that time, so yeah. I mean, I for sure had the I think the better opening split. And it didn't. I drew well, so. Again, we're like the first game, we're village limited here. Training is pretty useless. I mean, not that appealing. It's just like money. Like, I'm gonna play mask money, I guess. I don't know how much you want to incorporate the other action cards at all. Maybe you get an envoy later. I mean, you can play. I guess a barge is probably more likely. I mean, you could play with more of the board. It just doesn't seem that good. A good bonfire opening. It's a little bit scary. Good T-Mog, of course. I don't know if you do 2 masquerades in this or not. I mean, you really want cash. This is sad, but it's the way it goes. That was nice, though. Barge, bottom deck's sad. I'll probably hold an estate if they go down to 0 estates. 1, 2, I mean, I don't know if I'll hold here or not, but. I'm bottom decking draw like like nobody's business. It is not good. It is decidedly ungood. They take province already. Do they have? They have 2 golds and a silver. Maybe they'll make it. I'm kind of thinking I go another. I don't know if that's better than silver or not. It's not how I've been doing it, but. I mean, if their next turn is $2, I'm kind of feeling like they maybe. Oh, okay, it's 5. Why did it look like that? Anyway. Right now, I kind of want to hold on to the estates, which could be incorrect, but. How much do I get on here? 11. That's nice. He should discard the silver. I could buy another estate. They have a transmogrify now. It's interesting. Whether they'll get to use it in time, I don't know. It's sort of could be quite bad for them, depending on when it's drawn. Because he's not at a shuffle yet. So it could be many turns and then you may not have a call target. I mean, it could also work out quite good. Did I get double? No, but I have province duchy. I'll take. This is all right. Shuffle to trigger. Getting a little more points. They did get the T-Mog down. So there is some world where if I don't buy province right now, I lose. No, wait. They're first player. I can hold off, right? Because a mill by province doesn't win. I guess mill province estate wins, but that's kind of hard to get. Hopefully. I don't know. They do probably have the barge in hand. So that is the issue. I can go for a province now, which is probably just winning. I think we'll wait. It wasn't even possible. They didn't have $10 left in the deck. So they were basically just losing by that call. If they'd been deck tracking. Though sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what's left and you don't feel like figuring it out. And I can empathize and sympathize with that feeling. We got the villages and a lot of, we got gains and whatever. We got the villages and we got stuff to do with them. You can go like silver something. You can do silver. 2-5 would be pretty nice here. 5-2 would be just the same as 3-4. Basically. Well, no, it wouldn't. I mean, there are 5s you could. I was thinking from the ball perspective, but yeah, of course, there's lots of 5s that are good to open with. So, not the same. It's a bit sad you cannot use livery to ball for. I mean, you can, but you'd have to get 2 bishops, which is not the most exciting thing. I'm almost thinking about opening with a native village. They do have the 5-2, so that's quite nice. Livery is a great opening here. Just for the pseudo trashing. Because it's a little hard to get things to pair up here. I guess you're using acting troops to smooth that all out. I also don't know. There are some ways to do it, but not really practical ways to get Swashbuckler activated other than just draw it in the middle of a shuffle that isn't reshuffled. It isn't a clean shuffle. because there's no mid-turn gaining. Like, you can't put horses in the discard in the middle of your turn. You could, I guess it goes silver. Pretty nice. This is sad. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the bishop, whatever. They're moving around the deck though, so. Like, oh, hopefully their livery. Oh, they're just worried about a shuffle. It's probably a fine shuffle to trigger. Like, I think he'd probably take a crown. Ball. Yeah. Yeah, they're just moving better than me through these turns. I don't find livery. Okay, we did find livery, so that's something. No, we do get double 5 here, which is nice. Maybe double crown. I don't know if I actually have the actions to do it. We will need. There we go. Beautiful. We will need more barges. They're so thin from the native village. Looks really good. Maybe one livery is on there though. No, okay. Might ball for things here. Go crown. You gotta do crown. You either double crown or go crown ball for some village stuff. But you gotta get a crown. Double crown is fine though. The ball is also fine. This is not fine. This is the opposite of fine. Now is a reasonable time for me to ball these things. Whether I need them isn't as clear. You could just do acting troops and then hope you get around far enough. Or get enough crowns later on that you don't need them. I don't know that that split's gonna work out in my favor though. Seems maybe a little excessive though on villagers. Anyway, they're in a 1 position if they play cleanly. I'm fairly sure. Maybe they could have a really, really bad draw, but I don't think it's that possible. I mean, they could, I guess, muck up and leave me a 3 pile. If they keep doing the barges for next turn, they're going to be pretty consistent. Whether that gives them enough buys, I don't know. If I have a really good turn here, I can probably convince myself I'm still in it. Don't know exactly what that looks like though. I probably need to crown the barge. Didn't have to do the acting troop then, and in fact, you know, technically shouldn't have. I mean, not. I meant in the whatever. What did I say? I don't know what I just said. I think what I just said was wrong, but I don't remember now what it was or why it was wrong. um. It would be nice to have the money from the livery as well. So this could draw badly, of course. Not super clear the native villages are worth having to me. Oh my gosh. Oh. Sad times. We basically get to see one card on top. If it's a horse or a barge, we might make it. Otherwise, we're out of luck. Probably can't catch them anyway. Like, they just have a pretty nice situation now. Money-wise. Gain-wise. I don't think they have to worry about piles for me yet, but you can also just get to work on the provinces, I guess. That seemed maybe a little... Oh boy. I say that and then I'll still whiff on the... That would have been really funny, actually. If I had still whiffed on that. Okay. I should have left those. I didn't know what they were. That was a loss of a horse plus just not. That was just bad. I actually had no idea what was left there, so I just blew it. Frankly. They're getting this barge set aside stuff, which is pretty good. can try and keep up with points for now. I'm not sure playing the bishop was worth it. I know playing the horse wasn't worth it. That was awful. You can bishop horses, I guess, at the end, maybe for a little extra. The only thing they can't do now is double. Like, that would be bad. Double would be probably losing. But province, duchy maybe is okay. Oh, there were 6 provinces left now. Man, I am not good at counting right now. I was reading it as 4. Or actually was seeing 6, of course, because that's what's printed there, but I was processing it as if there were 4. So not my best. Now, I can't double, of course. They didn't actually add enough money to triple or anything, so may be able to double duchy province, which will put me, I mean, it gives me some threat anyway. I don't know, how many crowns do I have? Because that's pretty important. Crown. I have 4 crowns. I did add another barge, so 4 crowns. 2 of them should really be on liveries, and then 2 of them can be, I guess, a variety of places, possibly on a bishop. This is where it gets a little dicey, right? He didn't. Okay, he does have a barge set aside. And now I just have a horse set aside. That's pretty good, I guess. Okay, I don't know what the last card is. It's nothing. Nothing super essential, I wouldn't say. Could crown of silver. What are we gonna get up to? We have 12, and then we really would like to. They don't have 24, right? They weren't like holding back cash that they can suddenly get $24. I don't believe. I don't think I need to play around that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12, 19, 20. We can go duchy province. We didn't even need 20 for that necessarily. Oh, it's the province. Right. We could just go max points and bishop horses. And just count on the 12 or whatever horses we're getting in to do it for us. I don't know where this puts us money wise. Should really count their money. They've got 3 crowns and 3 liveries. That's $18. They've got 1 bishop. That's 19. They don't have 5 other dollars. So this should be safe. I don't have $24 either, but I can probably do the I can probably take a province. I am a little bit better at making bishop points. For sure. They have another barge? Do you really want to wish for that horse and find it? I don't understand. Maybe you're gonna bishop it. Maybe that makes sense. But surely you have just a ton of horses in your hand already. Like, why are you wishing for that horse? That seems weird to me. Maybe I'm missing something, but they doing triple duchy. So then I have to counter with a triple duchy. And then double province is probably enough points. I don't know. I may be able to buy something. They can't province. That's just losing. Now I don't know if there's some other line that does anything for them, but there's gonna come a time where I wonder if I had picked up a gold, if I would have had sufficient threat. If I had 3 fewer points now, if I had 27 points, If they had double province, then at that point they would have. They could have. Well, all they could have done was double province, really. So they would have had 6 more points. 41. I have that 27. Then I could have gone double duchy province. Double duchy province. 39 plus 4 points maybe, or plus points from bishop would have got me over. So I should have got a gold. I didn't count the points up on my turn, but if I had gotten a gold, then I would have been able to threaten. They could, of course, scored a little. Well, no, their max points was pretty much double province. Anyway, I could have threatened triple. Because I was at 21. So I could have done triple. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I don't think I'm lost yet. I just think it was a mistake. They still don't have. I mean, they still don't have $24. So. I mean, even if I just quad duchy here. Right, is pretty good. If I quad duchy, that puts me at 42. Or maybe I can double province. I'll have to count the gains, but I had 21, right? So I double province duchy. Did I have 21? Should figure that out. I know I was looking at buying a silver or a wishing well or a silver, so I must have had 21. So if I go, I don't know exactly how many of these horses I have. Well, at least 12. Oh yeah, I can just look here. If I go double province duchy, that's 15 points. I'll be at 45. Plus 4. $49. They would have to score 14 points. Which they would need 3 duchies. And then the bishop stuff of sufficient value to get they would get up to 44 just on the duchies. And then 2 bishops on like golden horse would do it. Right? That would be 6 points. Yeah, that doesn't look the thing. We don't want to give them a game ender. It may be that buying the golds is sufficient. Every gold you buy represents like 4 points potentially on your next turn. Yeah, I wish I had bought a gold. I'm so sad. How many of these horses? Great. I guess I didn't have to do that one, but What happens if I do the... I don't even know. Now we're gonna have less money, right? Okay, 12, 18. We can still empty the duchies. We're not gonna gain that many horses, but we can do it. Does that help us? What does it allow us to do? I guess the thing is they didn't buy 2 golds. If they had bought more gold, maybe this would be an issue. This may still be an issue, I don't really know. Mostly it may just be an issue because we could easy fail to draw. Then it can't double. Oh wait, they have crown. No wait, the crown already on liveries were like maxed out money. Unless I'm missing something. But they can get to 47 plus change. Did they just have 24 and I missed it? Oh, I'm just bad at math. I just missed that they had 24. I thought they had way less money. I could have easily calculated this, of course. I just am an idiot. I was still losing though, right? My problem was not getting the gold on the... I don't know if there are different buys I can do on my final turn that make it... Like I said, the province duchy was still losing. In fact, the way I played the turn, I couldn't province duchy at all. But if I had played it differently, I was still losing to province whatever by trash gold, trash whatever. So that was... I didn't... I should have bought a gold on that one turn. If I had counted out the points, it would have been clear, but... Since they had no threat for triple that turn, I could take a turn to not score. I could add the gold and have the optionality of either trashing the gold to bishop or using the gold to get to 24. And that's what I didn't see. But that would have given me a line that should have won, I'm pretty sure. Because then he wouldn't have had any outs. Like whatever he bought, I would still have been able to catch and outscore. And if they didn't touch provinces, then I would just win. So that was just a bad end game by me where I had a winning position. And maybe they did too at some point, but to pass it back to me because it kind of felt like they were ahead, but maybe maybe it was just strictly me blowing it. They open wharf. Seems pretty weird to me. I think I'm gonna open Mountebank. I don't know. I mean, of the things to try and draw through, I don't want to try and draw through Mountebank. I don't think. Not off the bat. I mean, wharf is of course still totally fine opening. These decks are going to be rough. Like Pool, I don't think Pool's going to work. You may be willing to buy Overlords for quite a while. They must have Collision or just an Overlord. Otherwise you're just gonna click the card. What was your buy if you're not willing to click the Wharf if you just have Wharf? So I don't. Okay, that's just confusing. I'm pretty fully willing. This could be a Wharf Overlord, but I'm pretty willing to try and hit him with the curses again. Because if you get the 4 in, man, that's something. This was sad. What can you do? These decks are going to be so bad. We'll probably pile on Curses, Overlord, and something. Now they're just hitting 5 straight up, which is really nice. I don't know how that happened for them, given, I mean, I know they're playing some wars and stuff, but given that I've been hitting them with the curses pretty well. I bottom decked Overlord, so that may be part of it. Could do this differently, but I'm still willing to do it. I know it's a little dubious, but because I need to get to just buy some regular workers' villages. Now we can just start buying estates. I don't actually understand how their turns have been this good. I feel like something incorrect has happened. This could just be in a baker. I mean, if I draw another Overlord, of course I'll be sad, but wasn't that likely. They also are going to have order points coming down the line. At least this wasn't so good. They can double Workers Village though, or Workers Village T-Mog. T-Mog may not be worth it, but Workers Village definitely is. It's worth points too. Smithy, yeah, maybe Smithy. This is gonna draw Overlords, but I'm gonna get hit by Mountebank. I fully don't actually understand how they got these turns. Gonna draw a couple Overlords. Just the one. Um, I mean, I understand it, right? They bought the cards, but mostly just because both my first mountebanks hit, but it didn't seem to slow them down much. I don't know. Anything I buy has a real 3-pile issue. And of course, in the end, I have more of the curses. But that's sort of on blocking and just drawing. I don't know. Probably Wharf is pretty bad buy, but they go Workers Village Wharf. I think that's Orchard on the Wharf as well. I'm just completely lost. They could do a platinum, I guess, but my problem is I'm drawing half dead. Well, that didn't draw dead, at least. Something. They can just buy anything. I think if I give this curse, then we'll be even on them. If they had 12, I'd almost say Workers Village, Smithy. I have to lower these things even though it's not really in my favor. Can buy Wharf and then we'll give them an Orchard. Or they already have an Orchard there. Maybe I'm missing something. Two Wharves. Incredible. Just buy 4 states. How many? They have 2 Wharves in play. That I'm sure that'll work. Like a charm. Hopefully they just draw $16. Hopefully they just have $16 and 4 buy 2 platinum. We have the 2 platinum. It could happen right now. Nope, just 1. Okay. They do lower, which is, I think, in my mind, a little bit scary. If there was, I mean, there's not some sequence that can make this happen, but some crazy sequence where I got $16 here, I could tie. It would be glorious. It's not really a thing that can happen, but it would be glorious. Guess I just buy the orchardy turf. Probably they have. Well, the other platinum is in hand. So they're probably just going for a win. They don't have it. Maybe they'll buy 2 workers' villages. Yeah, they just buy in a province, which makes sense. I think I have to baker this, which is sad, but it's kind of what I have to do. I get nothing on the follow-on province. Doesn't make a huge difference. You kind of have to believe that eventually they'll draw $12. I don't know if they're like quick clicking and missing Way of the Sheep stuff ever, but that doesn't seem impossible that that's being missed. They'll either have it this turn or they'll get it the next turn with this many things sitting. Yeah, there they do as sheep. Alright, so we'll just have to look to tie this win this last game to get a tie. I'm still kicking myself over the livery game. So we've got Museum and Wolfden. Which they don't like fully go against each other, but they do pretty go against each other a bit. I don't know what you do here. There isn't really an engine to speak of. I mean, there's a very, very slow engine that you can build. There's some Vault Hound stuff you can do, but it is very slow. But you can try and make that with the cities work. Let's just try it. I don't want to lose to non-engine, or I don't want to lose to engine playing non-engine, I guess is what I mean. They open with a bar, that seems fine. Good bar. I mean, good sequence here. Ratcatcher play Bard into drawing is really nice. I didn't whiff Ironworks, which is nice. They buy a city. Seems reasonable. Apparently I'm going for getting thin. Maybe that should be Vault first. They're getting nice bards. I mean, I guess most of the bard hits are gonna look pretty nice. I mean, this may not actually help them at all. I don't know what their hand is. The rat catchers are running pretty fast. I don't get to 5 here. I don't know how good the hounds really are. Probably not super good. This could be quite sad. Okay, wasn't sad in the end. Now, do I want to vault or just in the? I've got like some hound sitting in here. Buys the silver. I am a little ahead on the cities. They have a lot of faithful hounds, but like, okay, that's fine with me. I probably shouldn't have drawn that. They're just activating it, which is, I think, a little crazy. Oh, I was so confused. This doesn't matter, but I did get pretty confused. It's like who can threaten pile outs? Can he get through the ironworks? Could I have gotten through the ironworks? Oh, they didn't go anywhere. Okay. How many coppers did I have? A bunch. I could try to win. Oh, they bought the city too. What's the last card? It's a city. No. It is not a city. I can get 3 of these. I think I can finish. It's a hound, okay. Do I care about? I need to do one more gain, right? But of the farmer's market, but can't like score anything with these other ones. He lowered really weirdly there. Kind of weirdly. Shouldn't even risk it. I think it's fine. Like a Duchy would have scored me points, but I guess he's just playing for me to dud there. I'm not sure I like it though. Maybe it was his only out. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm gonna play not hammocks, Traveler Cage match in like 4 hours or so, 2.5. 2.5, not 4. Okay. I'll see y'all later.